ABS-CBN Sports proudly presents Resolve.
Segregation, but this time, Ulan challenging the blockers and making it
Composure. Control.
From the other side. Passes again. And that. The Lady Dominoes in control so far of set number 2.
Confidence.
There's only 200 to say. Yeah. Check ball. Will they go 5 straight? That's good. Dlsu's the set.
Perseverance.
Solo block. Podcast naman ngayon. Roll. Set.
Oh, and Santiago still gets the line.
Grace.
Mata off to Baniel Uaap, and we're tied to Pineda.
Resilience.
Oh! Nobody home for Adamson! And as it is, iuno si Valdez, manapit sa net. Kuha pa rin.
Tenacity.
Again!
This is the UAAP Season 76 Women's Volleyball Tournament. Greatness never ends.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very pleasant Saturday afternoon from the Big Dome, the Smart Araneta Coliseum, as we bring you UAAP Season 76 Women's Division, the Special Awards. First, we would like to give praise to our UAAP Board of Governors. First, headed by Reverend Father Maximino D. Rendon, CM, UAAP Season 76 President from Adamson University. Also from Adamson University, our Treasurer Secretary, Miss Maria Luisa Isib. Our board member from the Ateneo de Manila University, Mr. Emmanuel Fernandez. From ABS-CBN Integrated Sports, the new head, Mr. Dino Laurena. Board member from Dlsu University, Mr. Enrique Jose Ataide. Followed by board member from National University, Mr. Edmundo Junel Baculi Jr. And last but not the least, board member from National University, Mr. Jose Nilo J. Ocampo. Now let us go to the special awards. Best scorer of the tournament. The best scorer award goes to the player with the most number of points made through spikes, blocks, and serves. The best scorer from Ateneo, Alyssa Valdez. 269 points. Now our next award, the best attacker. Highest spike success percentage with a total of 46.1% from National University, Dindin Santiago. Receiving for Ms. Dindin Santiago is Coach Jonel Bacul. Now we we go to the Best Blocker Award. The Best Blocker Award is given to the player with the highest stop block percent with 0.91 blocks percent. She is from Uaap. Now we go to the Best Server. Best Server is awarded to the player with the most service aces percent with an average of 0.74 aces percent from Dlsu. Now we go to the Best Digger. The Best Digger is awarded to the player with the highest average of excellent digs per 3.38 digs percent. She is from Dlsu. We go to the best, goes to the player place percent with an average of 6.93 set place percent from Dlsu University, Kim Fajardo. Now we go to the Best Receiver. The Best Receiver Award is given to the player with the most efficient service to reception with an average of 31.72 efficiency rating from Dlsu. Now we go to the Rookie of the Year with an overall statistical points of 68.261. The Rookie of the Year from National University, Dlsu. And receiving for Ms. Dlsu, National Youth, Mr. Nilo Ocampo. MVP with overall statistical points of exactly 100 points from Dlsu. Congratulations to all our winners and a big hand to our awardees. Also, thank you to the UAAP board members. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. And up next, game number 2 of the women's finals between the Dlsu Lady Spikers and the Ateneo Lady Eagles.
ABS-CBN Sports proudly presents Game 1. A strong start.
Sino nakaka-run ng quick plays? Yung sinasabi niya kay Kim.
Nevertheless, they pocket set number 1, the defending champions.
A strong response.
Lalo opens up to Dlsu. Nobody home! Check ng konti rin. Kaya rin nag-iba yung position ni Desiree.
A stronger finish.
Ateneo with Valdez in the front line. And they go to her.
Ateneo, and Ateneo gets first blood.
And practically in this series, Mosey, we are done.
A challenge champion.
They put Ateneo at match point. Series, practically, if they win.
Nawala kami sa focus, madami kaming errors na nagawa. So, lesson learned namin yon. Challenge din namin na makabalik. Mas mag-enjoy kami sa game kasi yung last game namin siguro hindi kami masyado nag-enjoy. So parang andun yung focus pero kulang.
Today is just another day to show the world what champions are made of. So, yung mindset ko today is to win and to play with the heart of a champion. Of course, to offer it to an only audience of one, which is God, na nagbigay sa amin ng talent and passion dito sa volleyball. Sobrang ibibigay namin all out namin this coming game mamaya. So, there, yung mindset ko, pure heart habang naglalaro.
Team Heart Strong.
Back set to Morente. Morente off.
Morente. Getting that off the block point.
It is out. San Ateneo takes one from the side. They put Ateneo.
It's the same thing he's been telling us the whole time, heart strong and play happy. And so far, it's worked.
Nakamotivate naman yung mga words of wisdom niya na happy, unity, heart strong, and sobrang effective talaga niya sa team siguro.
Yun din yung heart strong, sabi niya, kahit ano mangyari, huwag kang give up. Kahit umangat pa sila, kahit sobrang layo ng angat nila, habol na habol, hanggang yun ako.
Dlsu versus Ateneo. Game 2. Greatness never ends.
Ateneo de Manila University drew first blood in Game 1 as it roared back from a set down to win 3 consecutive sets and take the series opener, and snapping LaSalle's 30-match winning streak and ended an 8-game losing streak to the ladies Spikers, and they try to go for back-to-back wins today. In the meantime, LaSalle, which suffered its first loss since December 2, 2012, is still on track, eyeing a historic 4th straight UAP women's volleyball crown, a feat no team has ever achieved. The difference, though, is that we are on an even battlefield today. It is game number 2 of the Ateneo de Manila University Lady Eagles versus the 3-time defending champion Dlsu Lady Spikers. It is live, it is exclusive on ABS-CBN Sports and action courtesy of ABS-CBN Sports. Great to see everybody again. Of course, our audience in high definition on Balls HD channel 167 and lahat ng nanonood sa atin all over the world via the Filipino channel. Alongside the doctor, the 3-time UAP champion, Doc Ian Laurel, I'm Boom Gonzalez, and of course, we are joined by our team from Ateneo. It is Selena Dagdag and Ina Ongsiaco from LaSalle. They will complete the coverage team for today's championship match. I started off game number 1, Ian, with Mosey with 2 questions. I'll start off the same with you, just different. First, from a psychological standpoint, what does this do to the series for Ateneo and for LaSalle? Did this defeat wake up what they call a sleeping giant?
Definitely, Boom. Well, with regards to your first question, of course, that win by Ateneo just evened everything out. You can forget about the rest of the eliminations. Even though Dlsu swept it, that advantage was already negated with that win in Ateneo. short of saying, it's now just a best-of-3 series. And you can feel the tension here in the Araneta because we know how game number 1 of a best-of-3 is that important. For your second question, it did wake up Dlsu. Remember, a lot of people were saying nakatulog sila or nakapahinga sila ng matagal. 18 days layoff. It's really different from practicing. Instead of getting this feel, competing and playing against a real opponent, iba syempre yun. And I think doon nakakuha ng advantage ang Ateneo doon sa mahabang layoff ng Dlsu.
All right, let's break down that game, Ian. Game number 1. First set, Ateneo looked like they were unsettled. They looked like, maraming baguhan, doon sa championship series, and they looked like it. What turned it around for sets 2, 3, and 4?
That first set was really shaky, and people were expecting that. And even us, we were already saying that this might be the case for the entire match because this is how Dlsu played or plays. But from the second set, something happened. It was really the heart of these Ateneo players. What happened was really their strength in their serve that really kept them in the game. Their blocking improved and their distribution also improved. Let's look at the departments of that match. Attacking department, it's a bit close, but still Ateneo having the advantage 49-43. Blocking, Dlsu will definitely get that 11-8. This is the most important, I think, department that we should look at. Service aces, Ateneo having 9. And that is only the service aces, but hindi na nakikita yung mga missed receptions that Dlsu had. So definitely part of the strategy of Ateneo in game number 1 was to load up their serves, and it gave Dlsu a hard time setting up points.
Speaking of receptions, you highlighted the reception department kanina, 50-29 of excellent kicks. Ateneo leading that one, 50-29. Just to highlight the note and the point of Doc Ian Laurel here. We'll take a break and then we'll break down some more LaSalle versus Ateneo in game number 2.
Dlsu versus Ateneo. Game 2. Greatness never ends.
Introducing the protagonists for match number 62 in the women's volleyball tournament finals, the Dlsu Lady Spikers and the Ateneo de Manila Lady Eagles. Greatness never ends.
It is the hottest ticket in town, and it's a Saturday. It's game number 2. It's a swing game, a very crucial game that can go either way here at the Araneta Coliseum, the Big Dome, the venue for game number 2 of the finals of the women's volleyball tournament of the UAAP. Coach Ramil De Jesus suffering his first defeat since 2012. Coach Tai Bundit looking loose, looking happy, and looking to steer his team again today here. Boom Gonzalez again with Doc Ian Laurel. Let's talk about Ateneo first. After that Game 1 victory, the conversation has centered on the distribution of points for Ateneo. Since the Adamson series, you have to remember that Ateneo has gone through practically 3 do-or-die matches to get to this point, and they've survived that primarily because they have been an evenly distributed team now. Of course, Eliza Valdez is getting hers, but in different games, we have other players starring. Now, in game number 1, she didn't even top score. It was a rookie who came out with her personal best in the finals.
That's true. Team Heartstrong, and as you can see, before it used to be all Eliza Valdez and all the rest of the Ateneo players would just watch and be content with supporting her in the coverage. But this game was different. This was a different Ateneo team that we saw. They didn't rely on Eliza. In fact, we're going to show you the numbers right now. It was Morente, you were saying earlier, Boom, having 17 points, 15 from spikes, and even 1 block. Valdez had 16. That's a usual thing that we normally get to see from Eliza. Maybe she does a 20, 22-point performance, but 16 ain't bad. If you've got 3 people also having 16 points, 17, and De Jesus having to have Ahumiro, our best player of the match, having 16, 9 from the spikes. And I was telling Boom earlier, these numbers were made possible, and she's not on the graphic, but definitely Morado, our best setter of the season, distributed very well, trusted her attackers, gave them their touches, and that really was the secret. Morado on your screens, she deserves the award, Boom. Best setter of the season, and Fajardo was the best season, and itong si Morado really did a good job in that game in getting her teammates, her attackers involved for those attacks.
Kim Fajardo, of course, our best setter, but you're saying that she is almost there in her rookie year. Now, not in the graphic also is this girl. And we highlighted the fact that they had 50 excellent digs against the 29 of LaSalle. She had 22 of the 50, Doc Ian.
Wow, big numbers.
She sat down with Selena Dagdag for this interview. Let's listen to that.
So Dandan, congratulations ulit sa panalo niyo laban sa Lady Spikers ng nakaraan. Pero sa tingin mo ba, malakas ang rest back na gagawin ng Lady Spikers ngayong laban na ito?
We're expecting them to bounce back even harder from the last game. We're expecting them to fight even harder this game.
So you mentioned that you are expecting them to fight even harder. Then what do you think do the Lady Eagles have to do in order to follow up that win against your opponents today?
We just have to follow the game plan, fight happy, and have heart strong. Sabi nga ni Coach Tai.
Okay, good luck, Dandan, and have fun later. That's all for now, Boom and Ian.
Right, she's expecting LaSalle to bounce back. We'll talk about them when we come back from this short break. The defending champions needing this game, game number 2.
Dlsu versus Ateneo. Game 2. Greatness never ends. Greatness never ends.
De La Salle University, the 3-time defending champions, needing to bounce back today to restore some order from the La Salle side. Mika Reyes, very quiet afternoon last Wednesday. Let's talk about La Salle and what they need to do here and what happened in game number 1. Ian.
Well, looking back at that game, we thought that it was going to be La Salle who's going to have an evenly distributed offense. No, pero dito, actually all of their numbers went down. Not only their offense, but we're gonna see later also their defense move. Yung kanilang percentage sa reception and sa digging, it all went down. And we're gonna see those falls a bit later. But Demicilio, Galang, and you were right, Mika Reyes weren't actually providing the numbers that were expected from them. Ito, tingnan natin. Demicilio having 16 points, Galang having 13, and 10 points for Abby Maranyo. But the next stat is really
telling.
Yeah. 6 big faults. That's reception,
Right.
or that's defense. Six also for Galang and 6 also for Abby. 4 receiving errors, 2 receiving faults for
Wow.
Galang, and 6 block faults for Abby Marano. So kahit nag-produce sila ng double digits, but because of the errors, it really just negates those advantages that they had in offense.
Mika Reyes only 8 points in that match. I did say in game number 1 that the most consistent player was Sid Demecilio throughout the struggles of LaSalle in game number 1. Let's see what she has to say. She sat down with Ina Ongsiaco.
Well, Sid, nung game 1, ang ganda talaga ng performance mo. And ang ganda rin yung stats mo personally. Can we say or can we expect the same from you today?
I think yes. Kasi yung gusto ko talaga is makakontribute sa team, makadagdag ng, makamotivate sa mga teammates ko, and makontrol namin yung game. Yan.
Now, given that, after last Wednesday's game, what did you and your teammates realize? Or ano yung lessons na natutunan nyo based on that game?
Dapat hindi kami complacent, dapat less errors yung ginawa namin. Alam naman namin na hindi kami yung naglaro, alam namin na may mas mapapakita pa kami sa mga naniniwala sa amin.
Thank you, Sid, and definitely good luck on bouncing back for today's game. Back to you, Boom and Ian.
Well, Ian, I'm sure Sid Demecilio would trade her personal numbers for a win in that last game. The be-medaled Coach Ramil Dlsu will try to bounce back. And Coach Tai, our newbie here in the UAAP, who is looking to pilot the upset against LaSalle. They will engage, lock horns when we come back here on ABS-CBN Sports and Action.
Dlsu versus Ateneo. Game 2. Greatness never ends.
Live from the Big Dome, the Spartan Coliseum, we welcome you to game number 2 of your season 76 UAAP Women's Volleyball the Finals. This is now a virtual best-of-3 championship series. Officiating this championship match, our first referee, Nestor Bellio, international referee. Our second referee, Bob Malena, national referee. Now let's meet the starters for these two gallant squads. First, the 3-time champions, Dlsu Lady Spikers. Number 18, Sid Demecilio. Number 9, Kim Fajardo. Number 6, Desiree Chen. Number 2, team captain, Abby Marano. Number 8, Aragana. Number 3, Mika Reyes. Their libero, number 5, Don Magandini. And the head coach of the Lady Spikers, Romel De Jesus. And now let us meet the starters for the Ateneo de Manila Lady Eagles. Number 8, Ella De Jesus. Number 16, Amy Ahomiro. Number 12, Gia Morano. Number 1, Ariel Pacron. Number 3, Michelle Morente. Number 2, team captain, Alonso Vargas. Their libero, number 13, Benden Lázaro. And the head coach of the Lady Eagles, Anusor Tai Gutierrez. This is
going berserk here inside the big dome. The noise
Grabe.
levels are very high for two very popular teams on even ground now as you look at the starting six. For those who are still confused about the format, and we don't blame you dahil meron talaga maraming nagtatanong hanggang kagabi. Iyan, may mga nagtatanong pa, ano pa mangyayari
Ano pa mangyayari?
To simplify, this is down to a best of three. Both teams need to win twice to win the championship. Para po klaro, para sa
That's
lahat.
right. Now it's reduced to, like what you said, a best of three. The question that I normally get, Boom, is that pag nanalo bang Lasal na isang beses, sila na agad yung champion? No, it's not that way because they lost that advantage. Oh, that's inside. What a first point for this match.
And it is courtesy of the best digger and best receiver. If we have an offensive block, what do you call that? An offensive dig? Ganun ba yun?
Maraming ganun, ha?
Grabe, ha?
Nakalusot, eh.
Magpapauso tayo dito, ha?
Madadagdagan ng awards natin.
This is your point, Ian. Reception.
Yes.
Again, we highlight the number 50. Excellent digs for Ateneo. 29 for an excellent digging team in LaSalle.
Those aren't their numbers.
No,
And for
not at all.
Ateneo to have 9 service aces and only 4 for De La Salle. So, again! That's a big stat right there, Boom.
You, Bozy, and everybody will agree. It's the most important point. If you can get that, it would be best for the team as LaSalle calls it an early timeout.
Ingay ng tao lang, ha? Ingay. Basta compose lang tayo, concentrate sa ginagawa. Hindi dapat nadadalawahan. Balik agad. Hindi ko pwedeng ganyan. Kaya ganyan? Okay, one stop. Dikit ang score niya.
You know, poise and composure is a characteristic of any Ramil de Jesus team.
Yes.
The 3 championship teams recently, yun na lang ang pag-usapan natin. And they kind of lost that in game number 1.
That's right. And up to now, I think they haven't recovered. That timeout, that was the main reason why all that timeout.
He's pleading for
Don't mind the
composure.
crowd.
Right.
Don't mind the crowd. And sabi nga niya, hindi tayo pwedeng naulitan ng service, ng reception error.
And Mika Reyes, as I said, only 8 points in that match. Will she wake up for game number 2? In the meantime, it is 3-1. Let's look at an Uaap moment of the game. Open up to everyday surprises. Clean attack from Mika Reyes. Ian, this is an important game for these two teams. Like, for example, a breakthrough win by Ateneo in game number 1 can mean everything. It's like, parang bumukas yung posibilidad.
That's right, that's right. Pwede pala.
Oo. And in reverse, baka magkaroon ng konting doubt para sa Lasal. But if they win today, parang
ibang usapan na naman yun.
balik sa dati.
Oo.
Parang parang even they will believe, okay, we just shook off
That's right,
whatever
that's right.
it is that we experienced in game number 1. But right now, 3 for Ateneo, 2 for LaSalle. Checked at the net was the newly minted MVP. It's a check ball.
Oh, they call it a net block.
It's a net block.
No one from De La Salle touched that attack from Eliza.
So a point for LaSalle as we go to Selena Dagdag.
Well, Boom and Ian, during my last chat with Coach Tai, he was telling me that if he wants to see the girls do something in today's game, it's the fact that he doesn't want the Lady Eagles to think about it too much. In fact, he was saying that as long as they play hard, give it the best they've got, and have fun, then he would be very proud of his team no matter how the game turns out. Nakausap ko rin ang iba sa Lady Eagles at tiniin nila na talagang inaasahan nila na malakas ang pangbabawi na gagawin ng Lasal. Kaya pinaghandaan na rin talaga nila ang laban na ito. But above all else, the girls noticed that the no-pressure mindset has been working incredibly well for them as seen by the results of the past few games. Thus, this state of mind is one thing they're sure to carry through in today's game. Boom and Ian.
Maraming salamat, Selena. And I think they expect LaSalle to come out firing today. This happened in season 74.
Yes, exactly what happened.
Ateneo won game number 1 and then lost the next 2. So, of course, I only say that from a historical standpoint. We have to mention it's a different cast, a different coach, a different team, different scenario.
A lot of factors different from that 74 season. And you can see that even Coach Ramil, after calling that timeout, scoring 4 straight points. So that was a good timeout, being down 3-0.
Mika Reyes, service error. Let's go to Inaong Siya.
Well, Rumanian, contrary to what most people have been saying, Coach Ramil de Jesus strongly argues that last Wednesday's heartbreaking loss was not due to the long break he had just experienced. In fact, he says that those 18 days should not be an excuse. Instead, he says that late lang kami nakagising at lumaban ng game na yan. That is why for today's game, he urges the Lady Spikers na kailangan nilang bumago. Coach Ramil says, hindi tayo pwedeng humito. Mas may kumpiyansa yung kalaban ngayon, kailangan ng mas pride sa loob, bilang gigil. Tayo yung kumakalaban lang sa sarili natin. Kasi kung sila heart strong, tayo heart of the champion. Pero asan yun ng Wednesday? Kaya ipakita natin yan today. Boom and Ian.
Thank you, Ina. As LaSalle gets another point, 6-5 is the score, and they get a free ball here. Fajardo trying to get the second ball point.
Oh!
Morente
trying to be a bit too fancy. Just wanted to drop it, and yan yung opposite ng gusto ni Coach Tai. Gusto ni Coach Tai, tagang bawat atake, you give it that, the normal launch that he would normally want from you.
I always say this. Confidence is everything, especially in the championship, in sports, in the finals. And what Ateneo did is build confidence. Now, what LaSalle wants to do is restore their championship confidence. They're still ahead here, 7-6, even with the Valdez tip finding a spot, the newly crowned MVP. Service deck and best server rin
What a
natin,
serve.
ano?
Yeah, what a serve.
Oh, nice play by LaSalle, but Patnongan was wise to that one. Back row, Valdez overcooks it, and a point goes to Dlsu. That means we go to our first technical timeout, and the champions ahead by 2. Hiratsuji, Lastimosa, Cruz in the middle of that. Uaap Lastimosa also played a great season. We have to mention that for UST.
Big numbers for UST.
And speaking of,
Ella Tunay of UST as well.
Oh, they're all here.
Everyone's here. Everyone's here.
This epic matchup by collegiate rivals, LaSalle and Ateneo. Patnongan.
Wow, that's something that she offers, you know, to this newfound confidence that Coach Bundit has provided for the girls.
That's exactly what it is. That's a Gatorade fuel spike of the game. Gatorade win from within. It is from Coach Tai. It comes from him. I know they say it a lot. Play happy, heart strong, all that, and it might sound too simple for some people. But the effect on the players, I think, is that they're just loose. I think yun yung translation, and they're not afraid to make mistakes, which means kahit na anong gagawin nila, papapangan nila.
Totoo yan, totoo. Hindi na yung tulad nung dati na every time na papalo sa gitna ng mahina, alam nila makukuha. Ngayon may extra eh.
At saka takot magkamali. Iba yung may takot ka magkamali rin eh. Denesilio losing that joust.
1-on-1 against Morente.
Mitch Morente, how about her coming up with her personal best in a championship match?
17 big points.
Betadine block on the set. Betadine 7.5% feminine wash for red days. It's better to be protected. I think the biggest characteristic of that girl is yung tapang. Tapang itong si Morente. Ito, free ball yung ibibigay sa Ateneo. And it is Morado who was able to get that.
Reyes was a bit late to react. Look at this. There was an over dig here.
Yes.
Reyes was too late to react.
Mitsubishi Mirage G4, great play. Mitsubishi Mirage G4. Expect more from the small sedan. So we are tied at 9-all. Again, Reyes with another one. We did not see that from her much in game number 1, nor the reaction.
Yes.
Look,
this time this was a good reception, and that's why Kim Fajardo, the best setter of the season, able to give out those big plays, even those running plays we missed in that first game. Pagka ganyan kaganda ang reception itong LaSalle, nagagawa nila ng variation yung kanilang play. This one is not going over for
Dlsu, so the lead again back to 2. First set is very big for these two teams for two very different reasons.
Grabe, itong first set very important boom because this will really determine yung ating pinag-uusapan kanina. Is it going to be a different Ateneo squad with a different outlook on this game? No? Baka sabihin nila, the first game wasn't a fluke. This is really how we won it.
Right.
Sabi na natin, that first set loss, baka pwede pa nga naipanalo yun if they had played better. And now,
Coach Tai calls a timeout.
Jump high. Hey, throw it, not hard. Relax. Happy. Half song, one more point. On easy.
Iwi, kunin mo lagi si Reyes doon pag nag-quick, dalawa ka na.
Hey, blocking, over.
That's exactly what I was telling you off the air earlier when we were talking in the production room, Doki, that from a strategic standpoint, when you listen to those timeouts, there's no place, there's no nothing. It's more just to parang refocus, to relax, to remind them that, to just do what they've been doing.
That's right.
Morente taking it from the side. The lead is 3, the biggest for LaSalle in this set. Fajardo. Galang off speed. Ahumiro on the second ball, and that is smart of her to do kasi ayaw mo ngang masetapan ka ng block ng
Ito yung
LaSalle.
sinasabi ko kanina, these attacks from the middle, from Patno and Ahumiro, we didn't see this before from Ateneo. And this is the confidence that Coach Tai has brought to these two girls.
Fajibar, Obar sa saya, Obar sa sarap. Another service ace, which brings Ateneo closer. 11 serving 12.
And for our viewers, boom, remember, Coach Ramil calling a timeout at 3-0, Coach Tai at 12-9. So ganun ka-importante. These are early timeouts. On the first set for any match, maaga itong mga tawag ng timeout ng ating coaches dito.
Every point very important as Ara Galang is able to put it away. I was saying in the first match, I didn't see her smile the whole game. Sheriff for high spike of the game, Sheriff for BGM, the multivitamins for teens para tangkad sagad. And I only say that only because it's a sign of her being loose also, no, walang tension. We've seen her grow here in the UAP. Ito si Ara Galang as Amy Ahumiro misjudges that hit. So back to a 3-point lead. For
They're
LaSalle.
I think Ateneo start getting the corners, and that strategy was working for them. They don't have to force the issue against the tall Dlsu blockers. It's either you get a touch from the block or just throw it over. And hit the corner.
Oh, what a serve! Ito yung gustong kunin ni Fajardo kanina eh. Kaya lang kinapos siya kanina.
Ian Fajardo, the best setter of the season, who's also a very, very excellent server.
Excellent. And it's no coincidence that she and the best server, Liza Valdez, came from UST.
Yeah, batchmates.
Morado, underhand. Sid Demesilio pops it right back up. Dlsu was there in the corner. Morado back to Eliza. Again trying to go over the block, but that's out.
No touch. Eliza Valdez has had 3 or 4 of those miss hits.
16-11 is the score here in the first. Back in a moment. Muli po, bumabati kami ng magandang hapon mula sa Araneta Coliseum. Lahat po ng mga probinsya ang nanonood sa atin. Lahat po ng mga Pilipino na nanonood via the Filipino channel. Atleta man o hindi. Volleyball fan man o hindi. Kung kayo'y nanonood, tulad ni Kiefer, live man o hindi. Maraming salamat sa inyong pagtutok dito po sa ABS-CBN Sports and Action. Kinagagalak namin ni kasamang Doc Ian Laurel na kayo po ay nakatutok dito. 5 ang abante ng LaSalle. Ahumiro underhands it to Valdez. Goes for the cut shot. Playable. Then sets it up for Eliza. Goes cross court.
Look at Abby.
was there.
Look at Abby challenging Eliza.
Longest rally of the match so far. Coach Ramil is coaching actively from the sideline. This is the first time I've seen him in a long time engaged in a match from the very start.
That's right, moving laterally side to side. And this attack of Aragalang, if you notice, this was a long rally. Abby Maranyo was with her all the way. Wherever she went, she was backing her up. There were 2 good coverages by Abby Maranyo. One from Eliza Valdez and Ahumiro. styles that we can see from Ateneo for the past 2 years. But that center attack, even this back-wing attack, ito ngayon ang nagpapahirap sa Lasal.
At ang hindi nila inaasahan kasi dati hindi naman nagaganyan.
That's right. Doon lang sa numbers natin kanina, Boom.
Right.
For your center attacker to have the same numbers as your outside hitters, that really means a lot kasi kadalasan hindi naman masyadong nabibigyan yung center attack. It really goes to the outside. But Ahumiro and Patmolon have really provided that extra push in the front line for Ateneo.
Unfortunately for them, it's a service error for Ahumiro, which gives a point to Dlsu. Pinakamalaking abante nila at 18-12. Valdez in the middle this time against a triple block. Little variety for Ateneo here.
That's right, middle attack from Eliza. Although it was a triple block, it was a bit loose. Tingnan natin, maluwag. Ang daming gaps in between the blocks. So Eliza, our MVP, of course, would recognize it right away kung saan niya gustong padaanin yung atake niya.
Here, Morado. It's a great battle also between our setters, Doc Ian. You're a setter yourself, so you appreciate this more than anybody else.
That's right. Kim Fajardo, sophomore player, but doesn't play like she was playing this way since last year.
Ari Maranyo.
Oh, nice.
This ball's still alive. Galang goes cross court while Ateneo was in confusion because Denden Lazaro chased the ball and they were a man down. This was that joust at the net. Maranyo overpowering Valdez. Then hitting the technical table here. Hindi nakita sa camera.
She hit it hard.
She hit it hard.
Let's hope she's fine.
In the meantime, ani mga bate ng DLSU.
Happy. Etilia cannot there.
You know, Ian, here's my question to you. Always, as we look at, this is the spot where, Denden kind of twisted her ankle and hit the technical table. So I think she's being attended to right now.
Yeah, she's out of the court right now, but let's hope nothing serious for Lazaro.
Asal defending very well here, which is forcing Ateneo to change everything. We'll get an update later on. It's the left one, I think, that got hit. Let me ask you this question, Doctor, in your experience. Everybody talks about the pressure on LaSalle before game number 1. They're still pressured, obviously, until now. But, and this is just a question to you, does this put pressure on Ateneo now that they won a game also?
It can, right? It really can, because when they played that first match against De La Salle, you're right, they were loose because they weren't really expecting anything at that moment. They just wanted to play and hope for the win, and they got it.
Right.
This time, that mental thing just comes into play. Isipin mo ngayon, kaya talaga eh. Okay. Dapat ganito yung ginawa, gawin natin ng ganito. Then you have more expectations, which leads to sometimes stiffer movement from you kasi masyadong mataas yung na-expect mo from your team, from your teammates, and even from yourself.
This is exactly the way LaSalle wanted to start this match. They're in the lead by 9 as we check in with Selena Dagdag.
Yes, Boom and Ian, according to Denden, natapilok daw siya kanina during one of their plays on court. So medyo masakit ngayon yung left ankle niya. They're icing it right now. And according to the student manager, up till now, pinapakiramdaman pa lang daw ni Denden kung makakabalik pa daw siya sa game. That's all for now. Boom and Ian.
Thank you, Selena. We saw the twist on the ankle. A great job, of course, by our crew and Director Abid Ramos and everybody in the truck for capturing that to see what it's all about. But LaSalle is doing everything right here in set number 1. The separation now, 11 points at 24-13. I mentioned in game number 1, Doc Ian, that Coach Ramil was the first to blink in that game in the sense na siya yung nag-iba ng balasa ng tao. Ngayon si Coach Tayang napilitan, Ibeatan in that match.
In that, this is outside, but this is a very comfortable lead for De La Salle, and you're right, Boom, ganito gusto sanang simulan ng De La Salle. It did happen to them. For Ateneo, I'm sure this is not how they pictured it, but Still a long way to go.
Nice serve. We expected LaSalle to come back strong, and they are showing why they are three-time champions. This ball is still playable. We are at set point here, and they go to Sid Demecilio, who is able to put it away. Set one goes to the defending champions here at the Araneta Coliseum. Listen to this crowd. That is our set score on your screens. LaSalle gets its nose in front of Ateneo. We'll be back here on ABS-CBN Sports and Action. This, ladies and gentlemen, is what happened in set number one. Break it down for us, Doc Ian.
All right, De La Salle again having the advantage in attack points 10-6. That's expected. Blocking department, they also lead the 3-1. Service aces, ito yung sinasabi natin. Ateneo still going with that game plan that they had in the first game. 3 service aces against 1 unforced errors. And 11-4. So those are the things that made that win possible for De La Salle. Of course, some errors. To have 11 errors in a set, like just throwing away that set. But I think the major thing that happened in that first set was the possible injury that Denden Lazaro did develop with that twisting of her left ankle, I believe, after hitting the technical table. So yan, bantayan natin yan. Kasi sabi mo nga, she's the backbone of this Ateneo defense.
Bobby Domingo in attendance, and you saw how she twisted it. So sometimes, I always say this, sometimes it looks worse than it really is.
It does sometimes.
But nevertheless, we know how crucial Denden is to the defense of Ateneo. In the meantime, what else did LaSalle do well?
This one, blocking.
Okay.
Galang had a lot of good blocks, and also Abby Marano doing a good floor defense for Abby Marano was excellent. She doesn't only do the job over at the net, also at the back row. And Kim Fajardo was able to set up most of her attackers. You saw attacks from Demecilio, Galang, and even Mika Reyes, I think, had the first 2 points of De La Salle. So maganda talaga yung nadidistribute na maigi ni Kim yung bola sa attackers niya.
And their body language is very different from game number one, talking about the De La Salle Lady Spikers. They look a little more loose and settled down. They are in the lead 2-1 as we check in with Selena Dagdag.
Yes, Boom and Ian, upon getting all the girls silent and huddled together, the very first words that came out of Coach Ty's mouth was, don't forget to play happy, because the staff understand how big a game this is for the girls and how very hungry they are to win. However, they are reminded not to miss out on having fun. Second to this instruction was Coach pointing out where they must target the ball. He also encourages swift movement to lessen the predictability of their game plan. Lastly, team veterans Denden and Ella point out na hindi pa tapos ang laban at kayang-kaya pa nila bumawi, kaya dapat kumapit lang sila at dapat wala daw bibitaw. Boom and Ian.
Maraming salamat, Selena Dagdag. Again, Kim Fajardo trying to go for that service ace. It seems like she's been really practicing it, but she comes up short once again to give a point to Ateneo. 2 serving 3. Better reception here, which sets up a perfect attack. And look at that, Aragalang is hopping. She's smiling, she's laughing, and that's a dangerous sign for the opponent whenever she is relaxed and having fun. A wishy, oh wow, moment of the game. Open up to everyday surprises. 4 serving 2. Jesus. A free ball.
Free ball. Ganda ng set.
Maybe not a good idea to give free balls now that Aragalang is catching fire for the Dlsu Lady Spikers.
That was an excellent set by Kim Fajardo. Noticing yan, 2 blockers yung nakaabang doon, and ito single block kay Galang.
Mitsubishi Mirage G4, great play. Mitsubishi Mirage G4, expect more from the small sedan. Reyes continues to serve. The lead is at 3.
That's an ace.
Right on the line to the applause of Coach Ramil de Jesus. Let's check in with Ina Ongsiaco.
Walang nangyari sa first set, di tayo nanalo. Boom and Ian, these were the first words of Coach Ramil de Jesus to the Lady Spikers as they came into the second set. With that, he was trying to discourage the complacency he saw in the girls last Wednesday. Sabi ni Coach Ramil, na this complacency came from the fact that they were following Ateneo's game plan. He says that that's why today he wants more energy and focus, especially like the one we saw in the first set. Boom and Ian.
Thank you very much, Ina. Well, obviously he knows what happened in that first game. So the first set, and that was a dominant first set by LaSalle in game number 1. As we look at this Betadine block of the set, Betadine 7.5% feminine wash for Red Days. It's better to be protected. Wait, Coach Ramil has been through enough wars to know, you know, one set is nothing. He's chasing championships, not sets.
Yeah, not sets.
Not matches anymore.
And he doesn't have to look far back. Last game lang, ganitong-ganito.
Right.
Yung nangyari sa kanila. And the girls should take it seriously. And ito na naman yung serve na napakaganda coming from Ateneo.
Pero ang ganda ng blocking.
Outside.
Ang ganda ng blocking ng LaSalle today. On point. Hey, remember, they won the blocking battle in game number 1, but only by 3, 11 to 8.
So it's right. Tingit lang
yan. Ano?
Nice serve from Galang.
Cross court, they were ready. Desiree Cheng, the rookie, was ready. Underhand. Surprisingly, underhand set by Kim Fajardo. Still no sign, ladies and gentlemen, of Dlsu, by the way, as Fajardo sets up the rookie there. This is still playable.
Nice save by Eliza.
7-4 is our score. Fajardo goes up to Demesilio. Valdez was there. Ahumiro underhands this one. Another chance for LaSalle. Fajardo chooses. Abby Baraño smacking the ball. Pounding it away for a 4-point lead. It is 8-4. The Lady Spikers are soaring here. To 4 is the score. You're watching us live here on ABS-CBN Sports and Action. Chair for High Spike of the game. Chair for BGM, the multivitamins for teens para tangkad sagad. And as much as that was a great attack by Abby Baraño, that was a great set.
That was a great set.
Actually, great sequence of sets by Kim Fajardo.
Ahumiro
tries again. Baraño was there. Ahumiro. You see the difference here in game number 2. It is Ateneo that's doing stuff differently from what they are used to.
And you know what? The defense of Dlsu is just superb at this point. Walang bumabagsak na bola, walang nakakalusot.
And that's what we know about them.
Yeah.
That's what we're used to. Alam mo, LaSalle has also kind of spoiled us in the way they play, Ian. So,
namihasa tayo.
Diba? It's like star players, Doc, in sports. They spoil us with great individual performances that pag nalaglag ng konti, you know, people get disappointed and people ask why. And I think that's what LaSalle also does to people.
Totoo yan, totoo yan. Kasi
I mean,
nasanay eh.
I mean, 2012, December was the last time they lost.
30 games.
As Ahumiro finally stops the bleeding for Ateneo.
This is a department that Ateneo did very well. Kahit na tatlo ang lamang sa kanila ng LaSalle, that's really a very, very acceptable advantage when it comes to blocking.
Right.
Being the shorter team, being the younger team. That's a net
Somebody touched the net, and it was Valdez who did.
Oh, Valdez.
Yeah.
Very few times we see Valdez with the net touch, but this time a bit too eager, trying to get to the block.
There's the rookie on deck.
Oh!
You know, I keep pointing out also the setting because Fajardo was outset by Morado in the first game. I think the advantage was 40 to 32 in terms of excellent sets. But you also have to give credit, and you pointed this out well. It's not all the setter's fault if she is outset by other, because it's the reception that sometimes.
That's right.
And now without Dlsu, the reception of the defense of Ateneo is it's a bit shaky right now. As we look at this Suzuki drive for the win play of the game, Suzuki Swift Desire, all your desires made compact from Suzuki Way of Life. And Kim Fajardo says, it's not only setting that I do well.
Nakaka-score din yan si Kim Fajardo. Oh!
You know, Ateneo's out of their game plan right now. And that's because of the LaSalle defense as they are up by 5.
Look at Mika Reyes.
This is Denden Lazaro on your screens.
Naka-yellow pa.
I'm sure she is hurting, not just physically
Of
Ian,
course.
from that foot, but I'm sure right now she just wants to help her team, and she can't.
And Denden Lazaro, I think, is that's already a couple of minutes. Being ice, so baka matagal-tagal
seryoso
na.
na.
Oo, seryoso.
Might not be able to put weight on that right now. In the meantime, we're back here, 8 serving 12.
That's a nice serve.
Don Macandili sets up the Dlsu free ball.
That's
Ateneo
outside.
sails out. And as this game is going, and it looks like LaSalle is dominating, Ateneo is behind only by 3 right now. 9 serving 12. They target Maranyo. Maranyo accepts it. Dlsu over the block.
Again.
Over the block. And Coach Ramil doesn't like it, so he calls a timeout.
Back-to-back spiking errors.
Who do you want to eavesdrop?
Let's, of course, listen to Coach Ramil.
Okay.
Tayo, Abi, magkano yung service ng kalaban? Ha? Hatid natin ang tama doon. Hindi natin naihatid ng tama. Paano aatakihin yan? Hindi na mo pwede mag-drop sa kalaban eh. Ha? Kasi sayang yung posisyon ni Yeye. Bibigyan nyo. Ha? Huwag natin hayaan dumikit pa yan, okay? Sige, salamat.
LA Tenorio, JRS, both grew up in the UAAP. Mamigay naman kayo.
Parang ginutom ako doon sa dalawang ito.
LA and his wife also in attendance. LA did say that it was his first time to watch the game 1.
Gulat siya.
Bumalik ka agad.
Gulat siya.
So, saya daw, bumalik ka agad.
Baka ma-addict na rin. Katulad na marami nating kaibigan sa volleyball.
Oh, everybody's welcome here. In the meantime, buhay pa to. Morente, siya naman ngayon ang may hitting error.
No thoughts, Coach Ramil saying there wasn't any.
Eliza saying there is. Abby, the captain on the other side, shakes her head. All part of the psychological battle here.
Right.
Sid Dlsu, top scorer for LaSalle in game number 1.
Short reception.
This is what they're missing with Denden injured right now. Galang, cross court.
That was a long attack from Galang, but I thought it was on its way out. Pero si Eliza had, or Homiro reached out for it. Parang palabas eh. Oh, there you go. I think it was on, still gonna go in.
Drop in. Oh. So, abante na naman ng 4.
Nice serve.
And another block from the side of LaSalle. It is the center. Fajardo over the rookie Morente. And it looks like Coach Tai again will make an adjustment, and we will welcome back Marge Tejada, who hasn't played in a while.
Yeah.
For the injury also, and of course because the rotation has worked well for Coach Tai.
With Batnongan and Ahumiro in the
That's
middle.
right. Now I say that again because he's the one who first blinks today.
That's right.
In game 1, it was Coach Ramil who went deep into his bench.
Morente has had a lot of these attacking errors. Maraming miss hit and maraming nabablock.
What a timeout by Coach Ramil. At 12-10, they score 4 straight points to make it 16-10. De La Salle on a roll today here at the Araneta Coliseum. They're up a set and up 6 points in set number 2. Boom Gonzalez, Docky and Laurel, Selena Nagdag, Ina Onciaco, ABS-CBN Sports. And on ABS-CBN Sports in action, the replays, of course, on Balls HD, or Balls channel 34 on Sky Cable, channel 36 on Destiny Cable. And for those watching us all over the world via the Filipino channel, magandang araw at mabuhay po sa inyong lahat. Valdez, tahimik rin dito.
That's right, hindi nakakakuha ng magandang atake, no? Nadidepensa, not in the block, but in the floor defense. Morente, again, this time she gets the point. And during that timeout, the technical timeout, Morente was was actually the topic there that time. Sinasabi siya, just hit it. Huwag kang masyadong mag-isip.
Don't overthink.
Oo, don't overthink. Paluin mo lang. But she's don't be a strong hitter.
You know, she's a rookie. You're bound to have great games and think about those games. And I think rookies generally, even the great ones, can be inconsistent sometimes, and that's what's happening sometimes to some of these great rookies.
Ito yung tanong mo kanina, Boom, you know, after that very, very good first game, these rookies...
Oh, what a serve. Sorry, Doc. That was an excellent serve again by Kim Fajardo, is making the adjustment now from the service deck. Yes, back to your point, Doc.
They want to improve on those numbers that they produced in game number 1.
Right.
So if they got 16 points, 17 points, they want to improve it.
Yes.
And it becomes too much of a burden for them to keep on thinking about how they want to score. Hindi tulad ng first game na napaka-loose nila, no expectations, and they just hit it naturally.
It's too low for Aragalang, but the lead is still 6, 18, 12. Ahumiro will come back here for Bayatan. March Tejada. To the former starter.
Nice serve.
It's him.
Yes.
Right in front of Coach Ramil and in between him and Abby Maranyo. Might just be the spark that Coach Tai is looking for. In the meantime, no changes in the rotation of LaSalle, and you know when that happens, that means everything's in order.
Everything's in order. Walang dapat baguhin.
Good serve again by March. Great set by Kim Fajardo. Unbelievable. Running towards the front and then bends backward to set it. Doc, you can explain this to us. How do you do something like that?
Mahirap, mababali likod mo siya pag pinilit mo. But that's very hard because your momentum is carrying you forward. And then you gotta make sure that you just touch the ball perfectly in timing mo para ma-flip mo siya palikod.
Maranyo with another block as Eliza Valdez is having a hard time even getting up on the floor right now. Valdez, by the way, with only 3 points here, although that was Morente that made the attack, but I'm just highlighting the point. 3 points.
That's right.
Again, we go back to the conversation prior to game number 1. Valdez's average is only 10.5 against LaSalle before game number 1. So that 16 points that she had was already her highest
against
LaSalle.
Easily read,
yes,
yeah.
easy pickings.
Si Fajardo talaga
Foul.
center, pero
Foul.
minsan, pagbigyan mo naman yung kasamaan mo.
Foul yun eh. Eh no?
Box out.
Oy, sinimplehan.
Kita sa camera eh.
Sinimplehan yung teammate.
Kita sa camera. And alam mo, for our refs, pag nakakita ng ganon, handang-handa nang pumito yun.
Oo nga.
Pag may ganong nabangga na habang siniset.
Maranyo, who's not really used to being a middle attacker, yun, yung high sets.
High sets. Yung timing niya is different. Or timeout agad si Coach Ramil, 5 points pa lang ang habol.
How important is this game to him, ha?
Okay, so walang problema dun. Bawi tayo sa ibang bagay. Presence of mind, ayaw kasi magsalita pagka ganun eh. Nakakuha na natin yung bola. Pag nakakita niya malapit lang din naman yung setter, hayaan na natin sa setter. Meron kasing trabaho, kanya-kanyang trabaho. Trabahuin niyo dapat yung trabaho eh. Isang mali, tama na yun. Okay. Bawi tayo. Bawi tayo, ha?
Bawi tayo nga, Bella.
Sir Dino Lorena, ABS-CBN Head Integrated Sports, Sir March Ventosa, and all right, ABS-CBN Head Narrowcast in attendance. We welcome back Sir Dino, who missed the first game. By the way, going back to your point, Doc Ian, the game is so important that that one miscommunication between Fajardo and Cheng, Coach Ramil addressed it right
Hindi pwedeng
away.
ganon. Sabi niya, mag-usap kayo. Tama
Ayaw niya bigyan ng momentum itong Ateneo.
Because this is what happened in that first game, no? Nagpabaya sila. Ateneo made full use of it.
How about Gala? Today, well, I did say, I posed the question, did that loss awake, diba? Parang awake the beast.
That's right. She's now in attack mode. Every touch she gets, talagang yung atake niya, yung full approach ang ginagamit niya.
At napansin mo rin, kasamang iyan. Madami-dami na to, ha? Talagang tina-target si Eliza Valdez dun sa service.
Tama.
Demisilio through the block. Everything working for the girls in green, and another 7-point lead for the defending champions.
And you can see De La Salle is enjoying this one.
This is different.
That's right. This is the kind of game that we normally see from La Salle.
Coach Tai calls a timeout. I'll tell you something about how he calls a timeout later.
Hey, over! 1, 2, 3, 4! 4! 4! Stop! 4! 4! 4! Blocking เขาอ่ะ blocking thinking อ่ะ blocking อ่ะ help them อ่ะ Hey, happy!
Sir Anton Montinola, Sir Peter Musni, also in attendance. Sir Peter, kahit nung game 1, nandito rin yan. Trying to correct the blocking techniques. Coach Tai over there.
That's right.
I was about to say, I don't know if you've ever noticed this, especially in tight games, as Eliza Valdez, again, the recipient of that serve.
Serve again.
Coach Tai will call the timeout when the other server is ready to serve.
Yeah.
When the server of the opponent.
Kumbaga,
tinitignan niya bago siya pumindot.
Yung nakapwesto na yung server, biglang
sisirain niya yung rhythm.
Magugulat at may tumawag ng timeout.
Pati dun, merong psychology yung laro.
That's gamesmanship in volleyball.
Gamesmanship, that's the perfect term. 22-16, La Salle ahead by 6. That's more Maraño's specialty there. Oh, and a free ball.
Yeah, poor setup job for...
That, again, is more Maraño's cup of tea. Morente sends it to the other side. Macandili receives. Demisilio.
Outside. That's outside. No touch. And sometimes if De La Salle misses the reception, just like in that case, nawawala na ng silbi yung pag-running ni Abby Maraño.
Of course.
And no one, Ahumiro would normally always guard Maraño while she's running for that hit. Ito na. The strong serves of Ateneo coming into play.
Coach Ramil is thinking about replacing Macandili with Cruz. Pinapo niya muna doon sa tabi ni Coach Noel. Ang abante ay 4. Pinakamalaki dito ay 7 dito sa ating set.
There you go. That's Abby. That's her attack.
And Maraño celebrating that point.
Had to work doubling hard for that one because it was a bit too close to the net.
Inabot
niya na lang. Winning the joust against Eliza.
Coach Tai, that technique again of calling that timeout. Let's listen in again. They're down by 5.
Lie block. Not landing block, no looking. Hey, happy. Hey, blocking, over. Over, can block. No, over, cannot block.
For those of you just tuned in and are wondering why Denden Lazaro is not with us, as Melissa Gohing in attendance, of course. Speaking of liberos, I was talking about Denden Lazaro. Matt Salem also with the Ateneo, with the De La Salle men's basketball team. Anyway, Denden Lazaro, for those who just tuned in, injured.
Hindi pa nakakabalik.
Nakakabalik.
We'll probably get an update later, but Denden Lazaro was a big factor in that win in game number 1.
Just like Liz Gohing was a huge factor for La Salle, but she was the libero. Now she's a spectator.
Wow!
What a smart play! Like Kim Pahago just going to the corner zone. Look at her.
Nakaka 3 points na si Kim Fajardo.
Sa ganon, ha?
Not only is she our best setter of the season, pero she also puts in points for De La Salle.
Cheng, 24-18 at set point for set number 2. Valdez.
Ooh, nice set.
Rare set today, at least today, today. Medyo umiika-ika si Eliza.
Limping a bit.
But then again, we see her do that a lot in several matches. 8-game winning streak. On the line also for Ateneo. It's out.
That's outside, no touch. Alam mo, hindi pa natin napag-uusapan dun is the factor, is the fatigue factor. In a long series, if you think about it, sinasabi nga na Ateneo has been through a lot already. 3 knockout matches.
And emotionally draining matches too.
Tuloy-tuloy, no? So sabi nga nila, if this will go a long way, if this series goes a long way, it will definitely favor Dlsu because of the long rest that they had. So probably ito nakikita natin na injuries and probably paika-ika ng ibang players ng Ateneo. It's gonna be the effect already.
And that's it.
Long, challenging run here to the final.
2 sets in the pocket for the defending champions. Abby Maranya reminding everybody else. Sabi nila, the heart of a champion, di ba? Yun yung mantra niya. Mantra daw niya. Sa Lasal. And they're showing it here. They are in the lead. 25-14, 25-20. Game number 2 of the finals of the women's volleyball tournament. Balik po tayo dito sa Araneta Coliseum. 2 set na po ang nakuha ng Lasal. Kasamang Ian. Break it down for us.
That's right. Lalong lumamang tong Dlsu dito sa set na to. In attack points, 12 to only 5. Medyo malayo yan, ano? Talagang hindi natin nakita ang opensa ng Ateneo for the blocking department, even at 2 apiece. Service aces, humabol na rin ng Dlsu. 3 and ito na, Denden Lazaro. The crowd is going wild here for Ateneo because they see Denden Lazaro getting ready in the floor right now, and she really was sorely missed in that second set move.
Well, speaking of sore, I'm sure that ankle is very sore. She's still wincing in pain while she was walking in front of us earlier, Doc Ian, but maybe just the mere presence sometimes it might have an emotional effect on some of the players, but we'll see. We'll see how it will unfold. In the meantime, hindi pa rin kumukurap itong Lasal. They have not changed anything from what they've been doing from set number 1. They're in the lead 1-0 and 2 sets to love. Let's see how Ateneo adjusts. Eliza from the other side, that's too low.
Short. Yeah, too short of a set for Eliza. Nahirapan siya dun sa approach niya, and easily that ball wasn't going anywhere, just straight into the net. Short serve to Eliza. Tama, Eliza's in the front row, but Kim Farder still
binibigyan.
Yeah, still chose Eliza.
And they go back to her. Now it's the turn of Lasal to attack. Galang off the block. Mika Reyes finding a spot.
That's inside easily for Mika. And people might be wondering why we keep on mentioning that Eliza's being targeted. It's really because probably they don't think she's a good receiver. And number 2, they also want to burn her out in those receptions, no? Kasi maapektuhan yung atake niya in the long run. Easily dug up by Kim.
Dlsu's doing a great job diving there. Mababa. Para kay Michelle Morente, who's not obviously in the same groove as she was in set number 1.
Morente having only 4 points. Malayong-malayo sa 17-point production yan nung game number 1. But for the side of Dlsu, all of them producing almost evenly. Galang now with 9 points. Fajardo, yes, you heard me right. Fajardo with 6 points. The setter as the second highest pointer here for Dlsu. Gekiliana is now brought in. Ito yung sinasabi natin, Morente just isn't producing. That's why she's put to the bench right now by Coach Tai.
And she hasn't played in a very long time. She did play in the first match against National University as a starter. As we look at this Uaap moment of the game, open up to everyday surprises. Set perfect, Mika Reyes putting it away. And she serves right now 5-1. Let's go to Selena Dagdag.
Yes, Boom and Ian, at this point of the game, Coach Tai wants to see the girls play with the same confidence they had when they went up against Lasal last Wednesday. In fact, he kept reiterating in the huddle earlier, more confidence and more power. He wants also the girls to have presence of mind in order to minimize their errors. Now, despite the outcome of the recent sets, the mood in the huddle has been very positive and encouraging. Nakasmile pa rin ang Lady Eagles. At dagdag naman ni Coach Parley, third set pa lang at kayang-kaya pa yan gawa ng paraan. Lastly, Coach Tai also points out that there's no power in their spikes and that's been affecting the results of the sets. Boom and Ian.
Maraming salamat, Selena. Not as powerful as probably Coach Tai would want, but it's perfectly placed for Amy Ahumiro, Fudgy Bar, O-Bar sa saya, O-Bar sa sarap. Abante ng dalawa pa rin ang Lasal. Tejada serving 3, serving 5. Dumapres. Dumapres. At ayan na, senyales na para kay Coach Ramil na parang ipapasok na yata si Cruz. But he will call a timeout first. Look at this perfect serve. You know, there's one thing that
There you go.
she's been doing well. March Tejada, it's that serve. Mitsubishi Mirage G4, great play. Mitsubishi Mirage G4, expect more from the small sedan.
Ayun na sinasabi ko sa inyo eh. Receive muna tayo. Ayan, pigilin niyo dapat yung receive yung service niya, no, ni Tejada. Taas lang muna natin yan. Lamang tayo. Ayan, alagaan natin yung lamang natin. Sayang. Hindi tayo po pwede araw maglagay-lagay lang ng bola. Eh, hindi naman. Pag naglagay ng bola, magpapamagpupo. Bantayan mo tao mo, iniwanan mo yung tao.
Siksik na po mga tao dito sa Araneta Coliseum.
SRO. And March Tejada having 2 great serves.
Babalitaan natin kayo sa mga may mga nagtatanong kung ano yung complete attendance. Kahit yun tinatanong kasi obviously these are big volleyball fans who want to know the impact of this matchup here between Ateneo and LaSalle. And a point, good time out again by Coach Ramil. Restores that point to them, 6-4. At ayan na po ang sagot sa inyong tanong. 13,600 in attendance here in Araneta for game number 2.
Nice serve.
Dlsu finds his spot.
One of those attacks that we saw from Ella that were really set up well. No? Pati yung approach niya, pati yung patama sa bola, perfectly set up. She had a lot of these in game number 1. Good opening, good recognition, and there you go. She gets that down the line hit.
Gatorade fueled spike of the game. Gatorade win from within. Probably her first clean hit for today. Tabla na tayo dun. Out of that service ace. 6-all. And Gakiliana now getting some court time from Coach Tai. It's Cassandra getting the point. Fudgy Bar, O-Bar sa saya, O-Bar sa sarap. Cheng is rejected. Cheng says, I'll set it up. And a free ball here for Ateneo. Valdez picks it up.
Morado fooling everyone.
Doing a Fajardo in that, di ba, no?
That's right.
Kanina, kasi sabi mo, si Fajardo, 6 points na. Sabi mo ba kanina?
Ito, nakakatatlo na rin siguro to. But wow, that was the perfect. And look at Abby Marano just fade out into that set.
7-6.
This could be the turning point here, Boom.
I was about to say, is this a momentum shift? Regalo. This is still playable. Because Don Macanelli was underneath. Nailang si Aragalang. And we have a technical timeout, of course, at the 8th point. And in the lead for the first time, going into a technical timeout, are the Ateneo Lady Eagles. Babalik po tayo dito sa Araneta Coliseum. Abante ng isang Ateneo. Make that 2 points. 8-6. Now that's what I call dedication.
That's just a sample of how many rabid fans we have here in the Smart Araneta.
Board members ng UAP, of course, enjoying the action here. That's overset. And that will be an automatic error. And a point given to LaSalle.
That's right. And Boom, maybe you haven't noticed, but this third set, Ateneo starting it differently. Then Lazaro, the mere fact that she was able to move into the court and play her spot has already paid dividends right as early as now for Ateneo. From the back row.
Galang popping it up.
Ganda ng depensa ni Ara.
Valdez, inagaw yung bola. But it's still alive. Fajardo, quickly, Moraño. Oh, great instinct there by Morado. Chance here for LaSalle again. It is Moraño pushing
outside.
It. It's outside.
Again, the set of Kim this time was a bit short.
Little momentum shift here, Doc Ian. I just want to clarify again. Some people asking, we said that this is a virtual best of 3.
Yeah.
Meaning, the two teams need to win 2 games to win a championship. But we're calling this game number 2. Now, the reason for that, ladies and gentlemen, again, LaSalle had a thrice to beat advantage. So,
yes.
step ladder po yung ating format this year. Hindi po yung traditional best of 5 or best of 3 series. Para lang sa mga nalilito, ha?
Tama, tama.
So, ngayon, going into the championship, you practically say that LaSalle has a 1-0 advantage. Yun po yung para lang klaro, ha?
Yeah.
So that's why, technically, this is still game number 2 in the finals. In the meantime, this lead is now at 3 for Ateneo, and Coach Ramil finally blinks
Oo,
here in game number 2.
Esperanza down the center for De La Salle.
Let's go to Inaang Shaco now.
Boom and Ian, throughout the past few timeouts in today's game, Coach Ramil Dlsu has been making very few adjustments, just telling the girls to take things one set at a time. And exactly what he told the girls would not be the which is to give Ateneo momentum and let the crowd take on a life of its own is exactly what's happening right now. That's why Coach Ramil in the latest huddle told the girls, ito yung sinasabi ko sa'yo, masaya na ba kayo sa dalawang sets lang? Boom and Ian, I will get back to you more on my report after this.
Let's listen to Coach Ramil first.
Ikaw nasa front line ka. Hindi mo na lang. Bagis mo pala yung bola. Ha? Kaya ang sabi ko sa atin, gusto, naka-mindset tayo ng atake tayo ng malakas eh. Hindi yung puntos ang gusto natin eh. Ha? Hindi yung paano may saan yung kalaban eh. Nakita natin yan o. Apat lang yan.
Well, the men's team in attendance.
Congratulations to them, though they lost that championship. What a season for the boys of Ateneo.
11-7, a momentum change. Did it coincide with Denden Lazaro coming back here?
Definitely, that really had a factor. I would believe so, because Denden, like what you said, it's a backbone of this Ateneo defense.
Even if she's not 100%, she's
Yes.
still, you're saying she's still the best receiver, best digger. And then Lazaro, kind of mad at her coach because sabi niya, kaya ko pang kunin yun eh.
Okay, Coach, ang labo mo, akin yun eh. And Coach Tai, during that time, was already warming up. He was already flexing his muscles, stretching out his legs. I think he's getting ready for his performance today.
Well, they're having fun here, and that has been their formula, kasamang Ian,
Yeah.
when their 8-game winning streak. That's over.
Missing the line, but that's how Coach Tai wants her to attack. Hindi pwede yung malamya, yung pahatid lang.
Philkainglet. Philkainglet Cayetano.
Yes, you got it right.
I apologize. I forgot about that part real quick.
Oh!
Regalo, binigay kay Mika Reyes.
Good timeout by Coach Ramil.
Great timeout.
3 points right away there
Okay.
for Coach Ramil.
So there was an error, in the number. Medyo nagtaka rin tayo, kaya natahimik tayo nung sandali nung
Ako rin
pinakita.
eh, parang hindi ko agad na
17,105. There was a graphic error.
There were 4,000 hiding somewhere that we suddenly saw.
Yung binentang tickets ni Doc Ian Laurel na 4,000.
2,000.
Hindi nabilang.
2,000 lang yung akin. Ikaw
Hindi
naman.
nabilang. No, 17,000 as Eliza Valdez is checked here. Ahumiro from the other side. Coverage by Galang.
That's the defense of De La Salle working right there.
Oh. And a point goes to LaSalle, courtesy of Alex Tan.
Nice recovery from De La Salle. Down by 4.
It's Alexandra Denise Tan. That is the correction on a Saturday. I was kind of disappointed to see the 13,000 earlier. Bumigat yung dip-dip ko kanina eh. Parang hindi ako maniwala eh. 17,000. We're tied at 11.
Go high. Be quick. Hit.
Huwag na mataas.
Bon good ha.
Pakisa mo na yan. Sige.
No youth, no arm.
This is the best set so far for Ateneo, set number 3, but a great adjustment also by Coach Ramil. They have caught up here.
That's right.
The battle continues between the two coaches, which is practically a side story, diba? A side story here in this match. The veteran against the rookie. Maranya serving, Lazaro.
Oh, poor reception.
Lazaro says, I'll send it to the other side.
Oh! Also, LaSalle with that faulty reception, so nakabawi doon ang Ateneo.
Ahumiro, the dive by Esperanza. Demesilio, De Jesus sends it back. And the joust won by the rookie Morado over Micareas. 12-11.
That must have felt good for Morado because that was nothing already. Pwede mo nang ilista yun for De La Salle against Reyes in the middle, but she found a way.
Kung percentage lang ang pag-uusapan.
Oh, puntos na yun. Pwede mo nang ilista yun for De La Salle. Another long serve.
Sails out. That's a killer, isn't it?
That's right.
A momentum killer.
That's right, but the intention was there. Clearly, you can see that talagang Ateneo is loading up their serves. That's how they won that first match, that game number 1.
By the way, before we really move forward in this match, as we are right now at 12-all, Valdez, Esperanza able to keep that ball up. Valdez again, back to Mika Esperanza. Galang loads it up, checked by Tejada. Oh, that's going to do wonders for her confidence too. I was about to say, we got to give credit to all these girls here who are playing their hearts out for the 17,000 watching here in Araneta and the thousands more watching all over the world and in the Philippines. A Fudgy Bar, O Bar sa Saya, O Bar sa Sarap. They are putting on a show for everybody, and credit really going out to the girls of Ateneo La Salle. Stan, Denise Stan, off to the right.
That's right, Denny Stan and Esperanza came in 3 rotations back.
It's a 2-point lead for Ateneo. Ateneo wants this set to extend the match while La
Nice
Salle
serve. That's a nice serve.
wants to finish it off.
No play there for De La Salle.
Then Lazaro setting up Gekiliana.
Oh,
Regalo
free
binigay. Oh, but they were able to keep it up. It was Abby Maraño. Morado back to Gekiliana. Checked again. Lazaro.
Wow, what a save.
What an effort. Galang. Lazaro was still there. How did she get to that spot right away? Galang again.
Oh, into the net.
Unbelievable effort.
You were asking me what Lazaro provides here in the third set.
Well, now, other than what we know, what she can provide, it's also that emotional factor, Doc.
Look at her. I'm just having goosebumps just looking at Denden Lazaro.
Doc, you've played this game on this level. If your teammate is hurt and is gutting it out, wouldn't you want to play the same way? Parang ganun eh. But if you're La Salle, kailangan you take advantage of that, di ba, Doc?
Oh, now everyone's working for Ateneo. The defense is right there. The coverage is right there.
One more
goal.
time. Oh,
there's a net touch on Tan.
Was it a net touch?
Tan is called for the net touch. Another lucky break for Ateneo.
Abby Maraño complaining to our first referee. Technical timeout. We'll all sort it out when we come back. Let's watch this replay. A net touch. Great camera angle. We'll be back. The drama factor has gone up a notch here. The defending champions, the side of La Salle, down here in the third set, but up 2 sets to love. And play continues. Stymied by the block. Lazaro doing everything for Ateneo now. Gekiliana. Esperanza. Back to Galang through the block.
Oh, this game is amazing. Ari Galang against the double block. Getting it through. Again, after the timeout.
Jennifer, high spike of the game. Jennifer PGM, the multivitamins for teens. Para tangkad sagad. Balik si Kim Fajardo. Balik si Desiree Cheng. Esperanza and Tan have done their job, at least in the eyes of Coach Ramil. Fajardo back serving. Let's see what kind of serves she comes up with right now. Morado up to Gekiliana on the other side. Scrambling for defense. Galang again. Lazaro again. Great dig by Fajardo. Chance for Ateneo here. They go to Gekiliana again. They've been going to her. I mean, girl's been absent for a long time, and now she's getting a chance. And Morado, credit Morado for giving her opportunities. And of course, Coach Tai.
Wow.
Nakakagulat ba yun kung ikaw, La Salle?
You know why? Because you've got Alexa Valdez also there. So the easy thing for Morado to do is just flip it to
Valdez.
Tapos na trabaho niya, but she goes to Requiliano and they get the point.
Free ball for LaSalle. Reyes asking for it. Lazaro is there. Oh, and this is where familiarity, or the lack thereof, comes into play sometimes.
Sayang yung play, but that was a
Hindi
good rally.
nagkakaamu yan eh. Hindi na bumalik si Ariel Potnongan, ha?
That's right.
Mika Reyes now, the cheers for her.
If you're De La Salle, you don't want to open a window right here for Ateneo. This is the crucial stretch of the third.
Okay.
Oh!
Antena is hit. And another service error. Napailing na lang si Coach Ramil. Ayun na, napakamot na nga.
Because Mika is a very good server, very consistent server.
Tejada now had a couple of good serves also earlier. Let's see what she does with this one.
Another good serve. Demesilio, on the other hand, is the target of Ateneo for De La Salle.
Morada calls on Requiliano, the rookie.
Medyo compressed na yung play doon. They forced that play that time because the reception was already. And since sabi nga ni Coach Bundit, just fake setting it back, pero eventually you throw it out. So hindi nila nagamit yung compressed reception doon sa side na yun.
Oh, nobody almost picking up that ball. Requiliano swinging pa rin. Fajardo.
Nice set.
Back set to Cheng.
That's outside.
Is there a touch?
There's no touch. But that was a perfect set from Kim. Pati si Kim nanghihinayin because that set was hard to do.
No more Gohing, no more Gumabaw, no more Wench Chu for LaSalle. Para naman sa Ateneo. This year, they lost Gopico, Ana Gopico, and of course Tejada got injured. Other than the exit of their former stars, and again, Ella De Jesus overcooks the kill. They're in the lead still by 3. Set number 3 here on ABS-CBN Sports in Action. With the best seat in the house on this Saturday afternoon.
Good reception. Oh, nice hit from Valdez.
Good dig also by Galang. Is it in? Yes, it is, says the linesman. So the blocking now also catching up, huh? The blocking of Ateneo catching up.
Malaking bagay sa kanila yun. Nung nanalo sila ni Ginar and Tai. Coach Tai is again getting...
He's showing you, Doc Ian,
his
some
juices
moves
are flowing. Ito na, those long serves from Ella. That's too short. That's too short. Look at Coach Tai.
and you know, as
he's warmed up.
I think it's just, again, the effect of what he's doing is just that the girls are looking at it, seeing it like that. Diba? Parang
nakakahawa eh.
Parang ganun, they're just having fun. Betadine block
Look
of the
at him, look at him.
Betadine 7.5% feminine wash for red days. It's better to be
that's
protected.
too low. Kim Fajardo, nagkukulang na mga set.
We're still live, but LaSalle unable to get it through. Okay, tell me what's going on with LaSalle, Doc. In your opinion, you already pointed out what Ateneo's doing right here. What's going on with LaSalle in this third set?
Ateneo with their strong serves is giving De La Salle a hard time in receiving. So without any reception, and we mentioned this in the pregame, that is what the advantage of De La Salle is. They have many attackers that Kim Fajardo can choose from. But with a poor reception, you're only limited to the outside sets. And Maranyo and Reyes are a non-factor if they don't have any reception.
Service errors again coming into play for Ateneo.
Coach Ramil also, nagbalasa na siya dito sa third set. No? So, hindi pa niya nakukuha yung kombinasyon na gusto niya. And as Mika Reyes was moving in, he reminded the back row players, get your reception going. Receive, receive, receive. So, talagang yun ang nagkukulang ngayon sa De La Salle.
Missed reception, so Lazaro forced to set this one. Ahumiro.
Oh,
binigay ulit. A joust. It's still alive. Lazaro back to Valdez. That's a check ball. She gets the high five from the coach. And the hug from Denden. And the lead is 6. I think this is human nature, Doki, and I think it's Ateneo also playing a little bit desperate here in the set. Obviously, no tomorrow. I will not know tomorrow, but in terms of the match today, if they lose the set, they're done. And we all see each other on Wednesday as another service error by Amy Ahumiro.
And Coach Tai telling Amy, you're not focusing on your serve. Because every time she goes up for the serve, it's the same result. Outside, no? Na mahaba.
Which is exactly the opposite of how she did in the previous game. You know? Up top for Valdez. Demesilio was there. Fajardo chooses Mika Reyes. De Jesus able to pop it right back up. Valdez. Fajardo chases this one. Galang.
Not over.
That's a net block.
Not over.
And just like that, Ateneo is at set point. Well, that picture speaks of itself. And the blue side here behind us, obviously, and obviously they want to see more volleyball too. Set point.
Sa likod natin.
Reyes says, don't celebrate just yet. But LaSalle has to play, as I always say, flawlessly if they want to come back here. But Ateneo with a 5-point lead. And this is Fajardo serving. She's been serving well today.
Nice serve again.
They set it up to Kekiliana. Kekiliana puts it away.
Wow.
And we are going to see more volleyball, Doc.
We're getting ready for a fourth set. That third set went quietly. Ateneo's wait. At LaSalle parang talagang tahimik na sa third set.
Is there anything better than drama in collegiate sports? I think not.
Walang script na ganito.
You cannot write it.
You can't write it.
We'll be back with our fourth set. Well, Doc Ian, this is the injury that beset Tenden Lazaro. If makes your stomach weak. And then matagal siyang nawala. And then she came back and provided. We said it. We said it exactly. She kind of provided an emotional boost for the crowd.
Correct.
For the players.
Correct. She went out.
And this was, of course, prior to the match. If you missed out, she won best receiver, best digger, and
rightfully so.
Proud moment for her. A converted libero, by the way. It was 3-0 when she came back in that third set.
That's right, that's right.
For LaSalle. 3-0 for LaSalle as you look at the numbers there.
Ito, Ateneo nakauna sa atake, 11-8 in that third set. Blocking, they had advantage 3-0. Service aces 2-0 and forced errors a bit even at 11-9. So makita mo, talagang nagbago yung opensa, even the blocking.
Ihip ng hangin.
Oo, malaking pinagbago. Good serve for De La Salle.
Morado. Kekiliana has been playing solid for Coach Tai. Now it's the chance and the turn of LaSalle to counter with an adjustment. Let's see how they play today as play in this set as Valdez again a little over, well not a little,
that's right.
Way over the block.
Set was far from the net, and sometimes that adjustment causes you to hit it too long.
Good start for LaSalle at 2-0. They're up 2-1, but momentum clearly with Ateneo.
After that win in the third.
Too high.
Too high. Abby was right there waiting.
Morado, Lazaro, Kekiliana again. Kekiliana. How about that? You know, you gotta stay ready. It's a lesson again in sports, Doc Ian, in team sports. As you look at the Mitsubishi Mirage G4, great play. Mitsubishi Mirage G4, expect more from the small sedan. You've trained with the team every day. You have to stay ready because when the coach calls your number, it may be an opportunity for you as Mika Reyes gets that point back right away.
Right, and again, it started with a good reception.
Yes.
Look at that, pinpoint passing, exacto, and all Fajardo needed to do was
serve it up.
Look at the arms of the waiting arms of Reyes.
That was an Owishi wow moment of the game. Open up to everyday surprises. 3-1 is our score. De Jesus. Demesilio was the one who dug it up. Morado, Lazaro, De Jesus again through the block. So confusion between Cheng. Actually, not between Cheng and Reyes, because Reyes couldn't touch the ball anymore.
Right.
Let's look at that play again. The dismay of Coach Ramil. Hawakan na niya. So that's the first touch already.
Yeah, because Fajardo was also there.
Let's go to Selena Dagdag, quick.
Yes, Boom and Ian, Coach Ty began the huddle earlier by encouraging the girls to go back to their basics. In fact, he even demonstrates the angle in which they must hit the ball and the stance they must take in anticipation of the ball. At this point, he also encourages counting to synchronize the girls' timing when they jump for their blocks. At this point, Coach tells the girls to speed up their tempo and stick with the system. For the girls, what's important is to keep the rhythm of the game going and keep the momentum going as well, with all-out positivity and no pressure. Boom and Ian.
Thank you very much, Selena Dagdag. And another 3-point. And guess who was serving? March Dagdag. This is what she's bringing to the table.
Again, now, itong mga bunot ni Coach Ty, Tiliana, Tejada, and Tan earlier.
Nobody knows the team better than the coach. He sees the people, the girls train. You're talking about Coach Ramil and Coach Ty. You know, they see stuff that we don't see in training, so...
They're targeting. They're doing some targeting because I saw Coach Ty signaling to Tejada kung kanino ibibigay.
Okay. Galang. Oh! Misjudged by the MVP. We got a lot of MVPs playing in this match. We have Ara Galang and Abby Maraño. And then you have Valdez this year. Of course, we will look for another one at the end of this series. A finals MVP. And there are a lot of candidates so far.
Good serve from Reyes.
Back row attack.
Ooh!
Let's go to Ina ang shot roll after Ateneo gets that point.
Boom and Ian, in this fourth set, all Coach Ramil de Jesus wants from the Lady Spikers is to play while being wise. He says that in the third set, they were just playing without thinking of strategy. Receiving poorly, miscommunication, and even serving without a target. Kaya ang sabi lang ni Coach Ramil, hindi lang puro galaw. Dapat pinag-iisipan nyo yan muna kung ano dapat gawin. In the end, ang sabi lang ni Coach Ramil sa mga Lady Spikers, pinaghirapan nyo yung first two sets. Pinakita nyo kung sino ba ang defending champion. Kaya pakita nyo yan ulit ngayon. Boom and Ian.
Thank you very much, Ina. And right now we're engaged in a battle, 5-all. Ahomiro. A little bit underneath that ball, and it's a flat kill too, so no spin.
That's right. The set was okay, but Ahomiro did not have any snap of the wrist. That's why that ball went long, and sayang kasi maganda sanang play yun for Ateneo. Again, back row for Eliza.
Not that time, and Abby with a reaction after. The two captains. Betadine block of the set. Betadine 7.5% feminine wash for red days. It's better to be protected. Look at
Abby. Look at Abby.
The emotion of the players here. Dlsu through the block.
And, that time Ella chose down the line angle.
Sheriff for high spike of the game. Sheriff for PGM. The multivitamins for teens. Para tangkad sagad. And Dlsu serves. And Basilio receives. Over-receives that one. Coach Ramil asking, is there a violation? But really, it was an over-reception.
Very clearly, it wasn't an attempt to set, but an attempt to block. So hindi mo pwedeng sabihin na interference dahil hindi naman nagsiset si Father.
Cruz. Ooh! Confusion. Free ball for Ateneo. Morado picks Valdez. Why not? 8-7 is the score. Ateneo down a set, but up a point. Coach Ty on your screens. Nagbabalik po tayo dito sa Araneta Coliseum. Magandang hapon muli.
Hapon pa ba?
Tumingin ako sa sarili ko muna. Baka gabi na eh. Magandang hapon mula sa amin dito sa ABS-CBN Sports. Kayo po nanonood ng championship match between Ateneo and LaSalle. And boy, are they playing championship level volleyball right now.
What a Saturday afternoon we're having here at the Smart Araneta. But that service error hurts Ateneo.
Again?
Yeah, momentum definitely on their side. And after that timeout,
Desiree Cheng. What about her? No? She's a rookie year, and then she's in the finals right away, and playing a big role. Oh, what a dive by Cruz!
Oh, wow! Ganda nung save ni Cruz.
Valdez loads up. Cruz again. Demesilio naman. Morado on the second touch. Valdez sends it to the other side. Fajardo goes for the ball. And a free ball
Free
for
ball.
Lasal.
Ito na, look at the play. Abby asking for the play.
No, and that's why. That's why.
Telling everyone, sige pa!
Tell me she doesn't want to win this one badly.
Kita nyo,
This is the specialty of the house, so to speak, for her. The Gatorade fueled spike of the game. Gatorade win from within. The point to the captain. The graduating captain, by the way.
she's brought in a new dimension to not only to Dlsu, but the way the game is played.
Another free ball for LaSalle. They go back to her this time. She comes up a little short.
Tawag doon bigil.
Oh.
Kasi ganda ng reception, return play, nag-bigil si Abby with that running spike.
Amy Ahumiro now. 9-all. Third set. Sorry, fourth set rather.
Pinabawi.
Yan ang ginagawa ng mga setter. Ian,
right.
Again, I will repeat, Ian, a three-time champion, the setter. Why do you do that?
Because you know that she missed out on the previous play and it could hurt her confidence. So tamang-tama yung ginawa ni Fajardo doon na I'm gonna give it again to the captain. I want her to get back that confidence that probably nawala doon sa previous play dahil nanggigil siya doon sa play.
Over-received by Eliza Valdez, and they've been targeting Valdez.
That's right.
And all of a sudden, LaSalle takes a crucial 2-point lead here, 11-9.
And look at Abby talk to everyone.
And a timeout by the Lady Eagles. Let's eavesdrop on the side of the blue.
You believe me, you can box. You don't believe me, you cannot box. Huh? Huh? Okay na? First attack, good. Landing, right, left, right. Happy. Ah. Defend. Oh.
Battle is not only on the court, but in the stands, too. LaSalle and Ateneo going at it. Well, what about this? It has been an incredible season for volleyball, for both the men's and women's division. And this is the cherry on the top. Valdez. Kalang picking it up. Reyes asking for it.
That's right. That's what they missed in game number 1. The middle attack. Abby Marano producing running hits and Mika Reyes in the middle for those quick points.
And now Ateneo missing a little bit of height there in that, without Patnongon. Mika Reyes getting the love from her teammates. 12 serving 9. Abby continues to serve. Lazaro. Oh, Demesilio read that. Oh, she
that's
tried
a good
to go
play.
for it, yes.
That's alive.
That's alive. That's the third touch. Morado picks it up. Valdez. Not good enough. Demesilio rejected. Hinabol. And it's still playable. A free ball for Ateneo. What will they do? They go to Tejada. That's out. Yes, it is.
Miss it from Tejada. She knew that she was underspinning.
Coach Romil does his own jiggy here.
Gulat ka, no?
Oh, I hope we got that. I sure hope we got that.
Coach Romil playing with the crowd here.
Pati yung mga nasa bench na girls.
Nagulat.
Morado. Back to Valdez in the middle.
Now the defense is humming here for De La Salle.
By the way, Cruz providing some solid defense. Here she is again.
Oh, that's too close. What they make do with it.
Valdez again. Oh, a bullet. She is laboring through every attack, but she is giving everything she's got the MVP. Look at her wince in pain. Look at this. She smacks the ball and she puts it away. But the lead is 3 for DLSU. Morado serving. Solid at digging by Cruz here.
Ganda.
Valdez again. A stud.
Yeah, but this lady is giving it her all.
Oh, wishy oh wow moment of the game, moment up to everyday surprises. I don't care if you're not a volleyball fan. If you're a sports fan, you have got to appreciate the effort of the girls from both schools here in this championship game.
Okay? Receive lang tayo ng tama. Sin, hindi umaabot yun. Receive mo dahan-dahan lang. Relax mo tayo ng konti. Okay. Para sa front line ka. Front line ka. Sige. Ikutin mo muna. Dito dali natin, spike natin. Okay? O sige, what's up? Dali natin to.
Go! Walang kabayan! Hard to win! Hey!
LaSalle in the lead by 2, 13-11, over 17,000 strong here on a Saturday afternoon. Boom Gonzalez, Doki, and Laurel are happy to have you with us. As Gio Morado continues to serve for Ateneo, they're down 2 in this set and down 1 set. Sharp serve. Good pickup by Maraño. Reyes, nobody home.
Mika Reyes again, the missing link in that first game. Ito ngayon, panayang atake in the middle. Abby with a good reception.
Perfect extension by Mika, and this is where Coach Time might have to make a decision.
Yeah,
with
that middle
Mark
defense.
Tejada, yes. Demicilio, good serve. Lazaro again rolling and picking it up.
Too wide. That was too wide from Morado.
Separation now.
Oh, 4 points na to.
And at a crucial stage, maaga pa to, pero 15-11, if you're Ateneo, ayaw mong bumitaw ngayon. Ikaw naman, kung Lasal ka, ito yung point
That's
na
right.
you put the...
That's right.
Yung sinasabi na step on the gas. Kekiliana down the line. Look at her.
Valdez now moving to the back row. She's really limping, favoring that right leg.
Must be the MVP trophy. Baka mabigat.
Mabigat. Ano, dapat sa kaliwa niya dinala kanina eh. At saka dalawa yung hawak niya eh.
We joke around, but boy, she's putting so much
MVP
effort
performance.
into this game.
MVP performance.
Oh! Ilalim ng bola. No. A
Parang
rare hitting error from her.
right. She took off too soon,
Yeah.
causing her to be underneath the ball.
So, Ateneo with 2 straight points here to keep and stay within slipstream of LaSalle.
Service ace. What can you ask from this lady, no? Doing it in the front row, doing it in the service box, and even doing it from the back row. So,
Best server of the year.
MVP performance. Talaga naman.
Sid Demicilio getting ready to receive. Because she knows she's being targeted.
Yeah, alam niya sa kanya eh.
Galang, off speed,
that's,
too high.
That's too easy.
They go back to Gekiliana, single block. Lazaro keeps it up, and that will be LaSalle. No, it's still playable. Pardo goes to Galang, single coverage.
There's a net touch, but that's allowed. It was after the play.
16-14 is the score. We will be back. Prior to the game, we had the individual awards. And that's Kim Fajardo, our best setter. Mabigat yung trophy at may bulaklak. And then, Eliza Valdez, best server. And MVP, of course, the big award. Also, we'd like to congratulate si Dindin Santiago, ang ating best attacker, ang Rookie of the Year, Jaja Santiago. And while we're on the topic, we'd like to offer our condolences to them and the family, and the tragic loss of their father. The whole volleyball community and ABS-CBN Sports condole with the Santiagos. Our thoughts and prayers are with you.
All right, this is going to be a tough rotation for Ateneo. Eliza Valdez in the back row. You've got Tejada and Gekiliano in the front. So very limited options here for Morado. De Jesus though is there.
Sent back, chance to set it again. They go back to Ella. Ella attacks.
Off the block. Yes, that's right. Cheng at the last touch.
Cheng and Reyes are complaining. The captain is the only one allowed. Sabi ni Abby. Sabi ni Abby. Oh, ako na makikipag-usap. But that's clear. That's clear off Desiree Cheng.
Sabi ni Abby kay Mika, teka, tumabi ka, ako lang ang pwede makipag-usap.
Again, for the new volleyball watchers, i-clear natin because they're the only ones, Doc Ian,
That's right. Napakikinggan at pwedeng makipag-usap sa referee.
Diskusyon sa ating first referee. Ang tinatawag namin pwede, ibig sabihin yung mga captain po. Para dun sa hindi nakakaalam. Ang kapitan ay si Abby Maranyo.
There you go.
Aragalang gives them a 3-point lead here, 18-15. Clean attack for the Angeles native.
Look at that. One blocker in front of her. Abby Maranyo just full of energy today.
Well, it's her. It's on her. Doc, we know that.
Yeah.
She's the captain. She's the veteran. She's graduated.
That's right.
It's on her.
Oh!
The power tip.
She's
The
doing it
attack.
all.
Yep. It's on her. And to her former teammates' delight, she accepts the pressure and she's taking it head on right now. The lead is 4 in a crucial time.
Landing, walking. Hello, Tam. Walk,
Block him. Kaya ko lang, ha? Single block na lang eh.
Happy na. One more point lang. Keep me. Hot fighting.
4-point lead for Dlsu. They need to win today to be a match away from the championship, but so, of course, for Ateneo, as this is technically down to a best-of-3 affair after what has transpired here at season 76 of the UAP. Mika Reyes serving 19-15. One last stand for Ateneo here. Picked up, set back.
Abby.
And the celebration by Coach Ramil also here on the other side. 2 pumped fists for Coach Ramil.
After getting the block, immediately attacking.
Instinct.
That's how aggressive she is today. Tama, instinct, no? Talon agad. Double jump and attack. Oh, that's long.
Kasi Mika na naman, ano?
Oh, kanina akala ko she'll be content with just getting those serves easily over and through, but ambisyon ng konti. Coach Ramil napailing. Now is not the time for those errors.
Yakiliana given a good account of herself here for Ateneo.
Dlsu.
Cruz.
That's too short for Abby this time.
Morado goes back row. Cruz again. How about the job of Cruz here
Kanina
for
pa
Lasal?
yan, oh.
Ahumiro is wide. Wanted to go for the angle.
That's right, wanted to go for the touch. Receiving a swipe off the block, but well, the danger there is always if you don't hit the block, it's gonna move away. You know.
She knew it as soon as it came off her wrist. As the lead is now 5.
That's the serve. That's the right serve. Just get it in.
Still playable. No. First referee says no.
Oh, there's a lifting violation.
Yep.
Coach Ramil fuming here in the sidelines, and our first referee, international referee Nestor Bello.
Better angle.
Yeah, called the lifting already.
Kay Cruz. Jesus with the serve.
Oh, what a block by him. And
It is a 3-point lead down. Coach Lai. I'll try to pump up the girls. Let's see what happens here.
Diba? Hindi tayo kailangan magtatakbuhan. Kailangan yung tamang gagawin. Para mapuwersa yung palo, hindi nakaposisyon yung spiker natin eh. Diba? Receive muna tayo, Sin. Hindi pa patas ang receive. Kaya natin ang receive. Ha? Okay, sige. Sama tayo.
Go! Hey!
Pesto may tamo, pesto.
The drama continues. And sabi nga nila, this season, greatness never ends. Drama never ends.
Saktong-sakto dito.
The tension very thick here in this wonderful venue, the Araneta Coliseum. Half blue, half green. 21 for LaSalle, 18 for Ateneo.
That's going outside. No touch, you wanted a touch. And again, tignan mo ang LaSalle, pag talagang walang reception, it is so predictable and they're having a hard time.
And Dlsu has been serving well.
And she's getting it done. She's getting those serves in with some...
Hey, baga sa linggo natin, kumakapit. Etong Ateneo.
This is a better reception.
Yep, Demicilio. Oh, was that sailing out?
I believe it was on its way out, but I just
Baka may check.
Yeah,
Baka may check.
tumama sa block, kaya hinabol talaga ni Ella.
22-19. Tight moments here in this fourth set. Ateneo previously winning in 4 sets. Now LaSalle looking to return the favor.
Nice.
That goes through. It goes through. 20 serving 22. March Tejada is back in. Eliza Valdez is in front. Then Lazaro will walk to the bench gingerly as Ahumiro serves.
Serves again. This time she gets it in.
And they go to the captain once again. While the captain of the other side having a hard time getting up. Abby Maranyo.
Hindi kaya nawawala ng boses tong si Abby Maranyo pagkatapos ng laro.
2 points away from a Game 2 win. Does Ateneo have something else in there, Mo? But it doesn't even need that. There's Abby Maranyo.
She had a service error also earlier.
Oh.
Nakakadalawa na itong si Abby Maranyo.
Look at him. Frustration. Guy who's looking for his 9th championship. The rookie, Gia Morado. 21-23.
That's it. A good reception. Number 1 option would be Reyes in the middle. It is now match point, group.
Match point for Dlsu. Ateneo. Let's see what they'll do here. And it's in the hands of Sid Demicilio. Nakatayo na ang mga tao dito sa Araneta. Nabigay ng puntos. You know, I can't blame. It's really nerves. Nerves even on Abby, nerves on Sid. So they give a little bit of a window here.
This is serving.
To the best server.
Best server. Best server move with a service ace. Wow!
Again, you cannot script things like this. Woo! Look at her, cool. Let's see if she delivers one. Match point pa rin ang LaSalle. Oh! Unbelievable turn of events. And that's where the service error of Abby Maranyo comes into play dahil napigyan ng konting bintana.
And Sid's serve as well.
Yeah, eventually after, Coach Tai. Kanina nakatakin pa yan. Kanina. Oh!
On the third.
Another match point for Dlsu on Eliza Valdez's serve. Everybody's human. The captain of LaSalle, the captain of Ateneo. Tit for tat.
Malalaglag na ako dito sa
Huwag mo ko iiwanan.
Wow.
Kim Fajardo. Good serve. Lazaro picking it up. Yakiliana, the rookie. Chance for LaSalle. Let's see. Galang tips it. It's still alive. Jesus.
Walang kumuha.
And that's it. LaSalle wins this one, and they're a match away, a game away from winning a 4th straight title. Ramil and Tai meet in the middle. Good sportsmanship by the coaching staff, team managers. Nakahinga si Coach Ramil, ano? Woo! After all of those errors. One thing's for sure, Ateneo's, you know, it's not going to give it in a silver platter. Obviously, that's what we're seeing right now.
You know what's amazing about that quartet? Ang bilis nung turn nung momento.
Yes.
Bigla na lang with service errors from the other end and service aces from Ateneo. So, wow.
That's the victory walk of Coach Ramil to the girls. But the job is not done.
We have a long way to go.
And from what we've been seeing, nothing is in the bag. But LaSalle wins it at 4. We will be back. babalik po tayo dito sa Araneta Coliseum. LaSalle winning in 4 sets over Ateneo. Bouncing back after their first loss in more than 2 years. And restoring order in the LaSalle community. Malaking panalo naman talaga dito yung mga nanood.
Oh yeah.
Kasamang Ian sa atin dito sa ABS-CBN Sports in Action at lahat ng mga nanood sa Araneta Coliseum. They got a real treat from everybody from the 2 schools here. LaSalle winning though.
That's right, and tama yung sinabi mo, no? Panalo dito yung mga nakapanood dito sa Araneta, and we thought that it was going to be LaSalle's way, but Ateneo found a way to win a set, almost closing out the 4th.
Yes, that's
so,
right.
napakaganda nung pagkatapos yun, and it's going to just provide more excitement on the game on Wednesday.
And the Wednesday game, Coach Ramil and Aragalang, our player of the game, will join us from the press room. The Wednesday game is the game for them. They have one of 2 chances to clinch the title. Congratulations, Coach Ramil, and congratulations sa Aragalang, Doc Ian.
Alright, Coach, congratulations. Alam ko, maraming serious na tanong na matatanong sa'yo, pero kanina napansin namin ni Boom, there was a period there in that 4th set na nakisaya ka na rin sa crowd, no? Nakita namin na tumatakbo-takbo ka rin at na lalong ginanahan yung players mo doon sa ginawa mong yun. Talk us through that change in the strategy, Coach Ramil.
Actually, gusto ko lang naman kasi ma-motivate yung mga players. So, laking bagay din kasi na nakita nila na kung ano yung ginagawa ng coach nila. So, laking bagay din kasi yung paano gustong manalo, kung gano'n ka gusto manalo ng coach nila. So, sabi ko sa kanila, basta maniwala lang sila na atin tong game na to.
Congratulations, Coach, and tama yung napansin nga namin talaga. You did that to motivate. Ara, again, congratulations for this win. Ara, kita namin very steady performance mo even sa block. Can you tell us, ano bang binago nyo dito after, syempre, naka-apekto yung pagkakatalo nyo doon sa unang game? What did you change in this game number 2 to get this win?
Syempre, unang-una, yung tinignan lang namin kung ano yung reason bakit kami natalo last game. Syempre, ayaw na namin maulit yun. So, in-adjust lang namin yung mga dapat i-adjust sa skills and sa lahat. And, syempre, nag-focus na kami sa ibang bagay. And yung mindset namin is revenge na rin. Dahil, yun na rin yung pinaghuhugutan namin eh. Syempre, natalo kami, ayaw na namin maulit. And hindi kami magpapaagaw ng corona.
Alright, one more question for Coach Ramil. Coach Ramil, going into the next game, it could be the championship for you. What do we expect from Dlsu in that game on Wednesday?
Well, so naging advantage sa amin to. Nakabalik na kami sa 18 days na pahinga namin. So, eto na, wala na reason para mawala ulit kung ano man yung nawala sa amin nung buong elimination. So, feeling ko mas kailangan pa nilang magpursige dahil kailangan kapitan na namin to sa Wednesday.
Coach, syempre you're going for the 9th already. Nagbabago ba yung pakiramdam pagka nandito ka na on the verge, sanay ka na, nangyari na sa career mo to, but is it always a good feeling and it's always a new feeling for you?
So, may mga pagbabago kasi una-una hindi naman kasi local yung coach nila. So, talagang kailangan sabayan mo din yun kung ano yung strategy na ginagawa ng coach ng kalaban.
Maraming salamat and congratulations, Coach, and to Aragalang, our player of the game, and good luck po sa Wednesday sa Mall of Asia Arena. The chance, again, one of 2 chances to clinch the championship for Dlsu. They're going for their 4th straight championship, something that has never been done in the history of women's volleyball. We'll take a break. We'll be back here at the Araneta Coliseum to wrap this baby up. What a game, what a match, and what a win from the Dlsu Lady Spikers. They put themselves in a position to finish off their opponents, the Ateneo Lady Eagles. They also break the 8-game winning streak of Ateneo in this season. It's the first time that an Ateneo team actually had a 7-game winning streak. So that's a record for them. And LaSalle halts it, stops it dead in its tracks with a big win today. It's a swing game, as we always say.
That's right.
A lot of people believe who wins this game will win the championship. Marami nagsasabi niyan sa media, no? So, titignan natin ang mangyayari kung makakabangon pa ang Ateneo. In the meantime, ang ating RCBC life-changing move, RCBC Savings Bank's My Loans, it's life-changing. The captain
herself.
I know we picked Aragalang as the player of the game, but the crucial moments in that 4th set, the captain took it upon herself.
That's right, and not only was that spike done in a crucial time, but every point, I'm just telling you, from set number 1 up to the end, every point that her teammates made, nandun si Abby Maranya to support each one of them. And when they needed a point in that crucial part of the fourth set, Abby was the one to score back-to-back points, and De La Salle was closing in on that set.
And I think that was Robert Bolick, if I'm not mistaken, celebrating from the men's basketball team, celebrating that tremendous running attack, the trademark running attack of Abby Maranya. All right, our Gatorade-fueled player of the game, Gatorade win from within, the Angeles native, as we have said. She bounces back from a so-so game 1 and delivered some really good attacks here. 16 attacks, 17 points. And good digging also
Yun,
by Aragala.
that's right. Medyo na-limit nila yung kanilang reception errors and digging errors. That's why they were able to lead this match, and the fourth set was theirs. And like what you said, Boom, Wednesday, it's going to be another one of those exciting matches. Let's see if Ateneo can bounce back, and let's see if De La Salle can finally close it out.
Doc, huwag ka muna alis. Huwag mo akong iwanan.
Hindi talaga.
Commercial muna tayo, and then we'll be back to give you a schedule also for Wednesday and everything included in our coverage here on ABS-CBN Sports in Action. We're back here at the Araneta Coliseum, and again, for those who missed it, it's a 4-set win for the 3-time defending champions, 25-14, 25-20. A glitch in the third set, and then the fourth set, they take it home to put themselves a win away from their 4th straight championship, history in the making for them on Wednesday. What kind of drama will we see? Will we see a celebration? Will we see a comeback? Well, iniimbitahan po namin kayo. Yung dalawang kapitan po, magtutunggali na naman mula sa Dlsu, Abby Maranya, on her final year. Will that be her final game also for LaSalle? We'll find out. Or will Eliza Valdez and the Lady Eagles try to extend this series into a winner-take-all on Saturday? But, tsaka na natin pag-usapan yung Sabado. Baka nga hindi mangyari. Titignan natin. Wednesday muna tayo. Doon po tayo sa kabila. Mall of Asia Arena, Pasay City. That's 4 p.m. Your thoughts on this match and this compelling series so far, Doc?
It just boils down to whoever team wins 2 in a row, no? And tama yung sinabi mo, itong De La Salle has a chance to close it out. Ateneo has to regroup. Morente was a non-factor in this game. I think
that's a great point.
Yeah, she has to really deliver if they want to get that win. She has to deliver those numbers she provided in the first game. Eliza Valdez cannot do it on her own, and I think that's the key if Ateneo wants to win. For De La Salle, just do everything that they did right today, they're going to win.
Some great individual performances from Eliza, from Denden, from Abby, from Aragalang, and Kim Fajardo. But in the end, it is LaSalle who takes this in 4 sets. For Ian Laurel, Inong Shaco, Selena Dagdag, and Direk Abed Ramos, and everybody in the truck for ABS-CBN Sports, I'm Boom Gonzalez saying so long from the Araneta Coliseum. We'll see you on Wednesday for more volleyball action in ABS-CBN Sports and Action.
Game 2. Greatness never ends. The following has been a special presentation of ABS-CBN Sports.